poppin', yo? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're taking a look at another Ninjago season. One that I rewatched recently because I'm running out of things to talk about on film review. There isn't many new films that I can talk about, and I'm running out of Turtles content as well. So time to move on to another favorite comfort show of mine, which is Ninjago. And I've been watching this since it came out all the way back in 2011, 2012. And my favorite season of all time is season 4, which is the Tournament of Elements. And that's what we're going to be taking a look at today. And yeah, it came out a while ago. So the ninjas have had 3 redesigns in the past 10, 11 years. So I do apologize because this is really old. But I'm running out of stuff to start a film review, and this is something that I enjoy. So here we go. Tournament of Elements is the 4th season of the computer animated television series Ninjago Master of Spinjitzu. The series was created by Michael and Tommy. The season aired from 23rd of February to 3rd of April 2015, following the 3rd season titled Rebooted. So coming out of the 3rd season, Zane is dead, or presumably dead, which leads the ninja going their own separate ways and doing their own thing. Lloyd continues being the Green Ninja. Kai goes into some underground wrestling and doesn't drink apple juice. He drinks some adult drink of cocktails and stuff like that. We have Jay being a game show host, basically a knockoff Total Wipeout. And we have Cole being a lumberjack, cutting down trees and stuff, and using his earth powers to save people from falling trees. Lloyd then goes around and gathers the ninja together because he wants them all to get back together and to continue being a ninja, and ninja never quit, teamwork and all that. But when they're at this restaurant, coincidentally it being Chen's Chinese food, they get attacked by Izor and a couple of other of his cronies. So they lead them outside. Izor disappears. The ninja chase them outside, and they see a special note. And on that special note is fortune cookies. And they open them. Cole eats his, and it explodes because it's a secret message which says Zane is alive, and they have to go to the Tournament of Elements to find him. So this provides them motivation to sneak away from Master Wu, Garmadon, and Nia, lying to all 3 of them to go on a fishing trip. Garmadon susses out that it's not actually a fishing trip, goes with them, they get on a boat, go to Chen's Island, and that's when the Tournament of Elements start. We have the Masters of Poison, the Masters of Invisibility, Gravity, speed, nature, shadows, mind. There's another one which is fucking smoke. We got copy powers as well, power of amber, which is Skylar's power, who is Kai's new love interest, and in a big plot twist towards the end is Chen's daughter. But if you lose a game, you are out, you are disqualified, and you go into Chen's underground dungeon where he will take away your powers and make you work and create more noodles for his noodle shop. And throughout this whole season, Jay and Cole have a rocky relationship, arguing with each other over the love of Nia, and Cole then sacrifices himself when they're put up against each other because Chen sort of rigged it so then they would be put against each other and have their team minimalized. We have them sneaking around the facility all the time. They have they basically find out that they're stealing their powers. Cole gets his powers stolen. Cole then sees Zane in the dungeon, who is now a complete silver metal robot, and he has a complete upgrade and he looks so much cooler now. Zane doesn't remember who he is. He has no memories. He has Pixel in his brain because Pixel downloaded herself into his brain. So Pixel's talking to him as a little AI in his head, basically Master Chief, let's go. He has nightmares of a ice dragon Once Chen has all the elements that he needs, he turns everybody into Anacondrai that has a special tattoo that used to work for Chen, which includes Gamadon and Skylar, which is a big plot twist and a big reveal. And then they start marching towards Ninjago City to take over Ninjago City, but all the elemental masters get their elemental powers back when they break the gem that stole their powers to fight against them. They win, they trap them all in the spirit dimension, but when they open the portal to the soul dimension, the ghost dimension, one ghost gets out. That's how it ends. There is loads of different games. There is one-on-one battles. There is this game here where it's keep away with the Jade Blade. We have Find the Jade Blade. And we also have a Battle Royale style game right at the end when everything starts to go down. And every elemental master unlocks the power to use their dragon, except the music one, who is blind, who gets left at the facility because he can't see what's going on, which is very unfortunate, but is a gag that runs throughout the credits. Instead of the normal music, it's him going, hello, asking where everyone is, and it was just a little gag there. But this is the original Ninjago. This is the really crappy 3D computer-generated animation that I enjoyed. It has recently had an update, but going back, this animation is very crappy for the time, and they do look like Lego figures, but they don't move like Lego figures, and it does look a little off at times due to their posing and how everything works, but I still think it's a really good show. And we do have all the Elemental Masters in Lego. We only just completed it and got every single one of them back in 2022 when the Tournament of Elements set came back out with the 10-year anniversary of Ninjago. And we completed all the Elemental Masters. We all have them now. There is loads of cool scenes. The voice acting is excellent. I love all these voice actors. They've been the voices of them for so long. Throughout all 10 years, the only voice actor that has ever changed has been Lloyd's. Everyone else has stayed the same. And then recently Kirby Morrow did pass away, which led to him getting a new voice actor, which is a real shame because Kirby Morrow was such a great voice actor. He voiced some of the amazing legends like Cole from Ninjago here. He also voiced Goku and loads of other characters. And my thoughts go out to his family. So it's just sad to see. And every time I hear Cole with his new voice actor, it's just not the same. So going to watch season 4 and hearing his voice as Cole brings back so much nostalgia, and like it's just such a good season. All the voice actors do such a good job here. They're synced up really well with the lips and the mouth movements of these Lego figures. All the little tournaments and all the little battles are so good and so entertaining, and seeing them have to battle against each other and lose their powers. It's the first time they've ever started to lose their powers, and it wasn't as overdone as it is now. It's the first time that they were arguing against each other. It felt like real threats. It felt like they could have actually lost their powers or died when they got taken away into the dungeon. And it had some real high stakes. We had the ninja being chased through the vents by a giant purple snake. It was all sort of Mortal Kombat inspired with all the different elemental masters in the fight Tournament of Elements. It was very Mortal Kombat-y with the one-on-ones, and I liked it. It was such a good series, and it is one of the best, and I do rate it as the highest ranked Ninjago season. It is just perfect in Ninjago standards, for me anyway. It also left on such a good cliffhanger, which led straight into the next season, which is the Ghost one, or Possessed, where Lloyd gets taken over by Morrow, the Elemental Master of Wind, who was supposed to be the Green Ninja, but sadly did pass. But it just shows the thought process, and back when they had a solid plan for where they were taking Ninjago, when they were keeping it going, how the story would progress and how it would affect all the ninja. And each season ended on a cliffhanger, ready for the next one, and I liked that, and it stopped doing that with the recent seasons. There's no more cliffhangers. There's no more like good flow of story. There is a really good pacing here with like the 20-minute episodes and there being like 12 of them. Going through all 12 episodes takes a long time, but it is worth the watch, and it is just one of my favorite seasons. With all the new characters that get introduced, they all have good amount of screen time. They all get used to the best of their ability. Like, some of them don't get used as much, but that's because the elemental power they have isn't that good for fighting or isn't that good in general, so they don't get used or utilized as much, but they will get utilized in another special way that fits them and fits their purpose. And I like that. Every character here has a purpose, and if they're not used in this season, they do come back in a later season to be more used and utilized, which I think is excellent. And just how you use everyone in your series is important, because there's no point in having like 20 different characters if you're only going to use 5 of them. So the fact that everyone got their own screen time and their own time to shine, if not now, but later on in Ninjago as a whole, it's so good just seeing characters being set up for the future and to be used again. A lot of people's nitpicks with this show or this season is how the ninjas have gone their separate ways and how it doesn't fit their actual characters. I would like to argue against that. Jay, being a game show host, he's always positive, optimistic, hyper, like game show hosts are, and he just makes it a lot more entertaining. Kai has always been a hothead, and he's the one that always feels responsible for the team and always feels guilty for stuff that happens to them. He always feels like he should have made the change, so he's getting angry, he's getting hot-headed, and he has to take that anger out somewhere, and he goes to underground fighting to do that. Cole has always been one with the earth. He's always been calm and collected, and going into isolation following one of your closest friends' death is understandable. Going out into the woods to chop down some trees, going into isolation is understandable and is a form of grief that most people will get when they deal with grief. The storyline as well is one of the better ones that we've seen through Ninjago, and it is another reappearance of snakes, which I think that they overdo at this point. We've had so many different snakes in Ninjago. Season 1 had skeletons, Season 2 had snakes, Season 3 had robots, Season 4, snakes, Season 5 had ghosts, Season 6... there's just a lot of snakes. I can't name them all off by heart here. I do want to continue with some other points, but the villains here as well, they're not very threatening, but they seem powerful and have like a big presence. Like, Chen doesn't seem threatening at all, but his henchman Klaus, he is the one that you should be fearing. He is the henchman. He is the one pulling all the strings in the background. He's the dark magician, the really powerful one in the back, whereas Chen is just the front face of the company. He's the front face who's orchestrating everything and telling him what to do. We also have some of the guards. Again, I really like the design of the guards. I think it's really cool and unique with the sort of tribal look to them, I'm going to put, with the skeleton skull masks. And again, it is one of the best seasons of Ninjago. I am going to give it a 9 out of 10. It is practically perfect, and there is very little wrong with it, and it does deserve a 9 out of 10. I really do enjoy it, and I do recommend you go watch Ninjago. It is a really good show. It's been going on for 10, 11 years now, and it is still going. It is still going strong. It is the longest LEGO theme to go on since LEGO City, and it's just amazing. And I remember watching it from day one, so I've just grown up with the show, and I'm going to keep watching it till the day I die. So I'll be keeping up with the film reviews with every new season that drops, but I do want to go back and check out the previous seasons and see if they do still hold up to the standards, and see if they do hold up to the new seasons or if they are better than the new seasons. So other than that, hope you enjoyed, and bye-bye. This has been Season 4. I know we're starting on